Okay guys, what's up? Zach Calhoun here from CloudPano. In this video, we're going to talk about some high ticket services that you can stack on to the back end of your agency. So whether you're a photographer, videographer, 360 photographer, or you're just a marketing person that's local and an entrepreneur who wants to have some additional services you can add on to your business, this video is for you and I think it'll be super helpful. So some background on me, I am the co-founder of CloudPano.com. We're a 360 virtual tour platform. We help entrepreneurs, agencies, photographers, real estate marketers, anybody who is creating cool content and interactive 360 or video type content. They use our platform to market stuff, to market interiors, to market listings. We also have a spin product. So people who have products can create exterior spins of their stuff. This includes cars, RVs, power sports, tractors, etc. So if you have a space or stuff, we can help you at the software level. So check out cloudpano.com today, become a member, check it out, try it out, go sell some clients. In my previous video, I talked about how you could use Google Street View as a tool or a lead and offer to build a relationship, fill up that rapport bucket with your customer, and then unlock the ability to have the high ticket sales conversation with high ticket services. So what are some examples? How does that work? Well, there's all kinds. And in a world full of agencies, or everyone's an agency owner, you have a lot of options, the things you can offer your clients. It's important to become somewhat educated on some of these items I'm about to show you, but you don't have to be an expert. I think we sometimes really misconstrue the idea that I need to know all there is to know about these given fields before I can offer it for money. But the reality is all you need to do is know enough to be dangerous, enough to sell that type of service, and to understand why it's valuable to your customers. So I always say the only way to discover what is valuable is to speak to your customers, talk to them, ask them questions, interview them. Hey dude, what's hurting you? What are your problems? What are your pains? What do you wish was faster, easier, done for you, right? So those types of questions, what's painful to you, what's most important to you, combine those things together, typically is where revenue is generated. It's where you can swoop in and be helpful. Even if it's just for a period of time for a fellow business owner's business, it's an easier sell versus trying to sell some type of technology or service that someone really isn't sure if they want or need, and you haven't really created that gap, that need gap very well. It takes a lot more sophisticated selling and psychological marketing that is just hard to do when you're trying to make some quick cash, right? So what I suggest is just let them tell you where the gaps are. Let them tell you what areas of their business they want to grow. Okay, so with that foundation being laid, what are some examples of filling that gap? Well, every time you talk to a customer, especially a small business owner, about their marketing, their sales, their business, they're oftentimes going to kind of come back to people walking in the door, leads, sales, and then of course, average ticket value of their customers. But what they currently think, what's on front of mind to get more of those customers is always pretty much a little bit different. So even though leads may be this or sales, maybe this kind of overarching umbrella, how they get there in the decision maker's mind is always a little bit different. So for example, if you're selling to an automotive dealership, and you're trying to determine what do they have budget for, what are they spending money on now, some folks they just want to get photos up and get them up fast. It's all about speed of getting inventory up on the website as fast as possible. If they can do that, they'll spend the money, right? When some folks, maybe more of a luxury dealer, they may want to have interactive, long engagement, really cool content on their website. So that may require a turntable. They're willing to invest in a whole turntable to show off their inventory, right? So you have these different examples of what folks are willing to invest in, what's on front of mind. And if you can join them in the thinking long-term, you can determine what type of service or offering you're going to give them. So back to that dealership example, you may want to sell them, hey, here's an application, an app that you can just make spins really fast and you just pay monthly and you have one of your employees do it. Cool. Or you offer the service. Hey, I'll have my team come out and, what's your per car budget to create spins or create photos for each vehicle. We'll go fast. We'll get your inventory up, and you completely white glove just hand it off to us. When you see someone's shoulders drop, they go, yeah, that's probably what they want, right? So then you just got to figure out what budget they want, or what additional add-ons they want to add on to the service, right? So you're looking for that moment of like release stress. You're like, yeah, if I just had that would be a big weight off my shoulders. So look for those things, right? Here's an example too. Let's say someone reaches out to you locally and says, hey, we're trying to get a virtual tour photographed on CloudPano, or we're trying to get a virtual tour created for our vacation rental home or our campground, etc. Well, let's say they have a big property and they have 3 or 4 different floor plans. They want those photographs so they can put them on the website and show off those spaces and lease up those vacation rentals. Well, you could always throw out a quote, and I understand like having price on your website if you're extremely high volume type of business owner, which there's a space for that. But if you want to sell higher ticket or sell more things in a situation where someone calls you, you want to book a quick demo or call them up real quick. Hey, what do you got going on? Tell me this. How big's the space? How many locations are there? How many panos will I have to take to make this project happen? A lot of things are kind of a lot of pricing revolves around how much work's it going to take, right? And you can build up value on the phone. Hey, we'll take professional 360 photos, we'll edit them, we'll make your virtual tour for you, we'll add the hotspots together, we'll make sure that's published online, we'll embed it on your website. So all those things are kind of like SOP, standard operating procedure with the VR agency, with the 360 model, but build up that value helps it sound a little bit more expensive to your client. And then you could also, of course, ask questions and offer more value. So a great example would be, we recently had a client who, through asking a few questions, found out they also have some amenities on location. So they have some other cool stuff they want to show off. Okay, great. Well, we would love to do the scope of work you've requested from us. Like, we can put together a price for that for you. I have a good idea what it's going to cost. But also, we can throw in amenities for only this much more. And the person on that phone, maybe it's a subordinate of that decision maker, may say, oh, well, I don't know if we really want that, but I'll run it by my boss. Okay, cool. And also, we can put a drone in the air as well too. You want to kind of offer drone almost every time. Why offer drone? I don't have Part 107. I don't have a drone. Don't worry, someone nearby does. In every city, in every major metro, someone's got a drone. And the reason why I say it is because you can offer 3-tiered pricing, the scope they asked for, the additional scope that has like some added extra amenities, and then a grand slam offer. I can't do 3 here. When you do that in a good way and you put it on the proposal, you might actually get an easy option B or middle tier, option C. Hey, I'm feeling good today, or hey, we had a big contract come in. We're gonna buy the big package. So if you don't have that pricing on your proposal, how are you going to ever get the yes for it? Make sense? Well, you can always scope down. Hey, typically our drone add-on is 5 or 6 photos of all around the space, but we can just do 2 photos or just do 1 photo for this price if it meets your budget. Well, how's that sound, right? So it's an easy close. How's that sound to you? Does that meet your budget? Those are easy questions you can ask in the negotiation process. And I'm talking, you send a proposal and it's 1 phone call. Hey, I'd love to be able to just follow up, walk through this proposal with you, see what questions you have. And of course, people love a deal. So if you're negotiating down from $9,000 to 8 or 7, if they feel like they got an extra $2,000 on that deal, but they originally came to you asking for a $1,500 project, and you offered them $2,500, say $3,000 for the amenities package, and they're like, oh, let's just go ahead and get amenities shot too while they're here. And now you're at this $3,000 mark, and you're trying to get to that maybe $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 mark. Well, if you have a $9,000 price anchor you can work down, and you just walked away with a $6,000 project that was going to be $1,500, making an extra $4,500 just because you put it on the proposal and you're willing to negotiate. Oftentimes on the phone, I say, hey, if I'm willing to go down to this price, I could probably do that and be okay. Would it meet your budget? Let me know. And people will kind of, oh yeah, maybe. Listen, if they're not sure, as they're thinking, and say, I know you're gonna love this. It's gonna really make your whole place pop. And of course, let's fill this place up. Let's not shortchange ourselves now up front. Come back later when it's gonna cost more. Because if I have to come back, or if my team has to come back, you're charging. We're doing full price up front. That's not amenities or that original scope. So you kind of save money there. Makes sense? What if I get the whole project down to $6K? Would you do it today? So I'm just asking questions to see if they can get a yes today, right? Great, cool. I'll adjust that proposal. We'll get it signed. We'll get it over and we'll get it booked for 2 weeks from now. Sound good? Great. Now, what if in that moment you're thinking, oh, Zach, I don't shoot a drone. I don't have a drone. What do I do? Don't worry, man. You got 2 weeks to find someone to do it. you just call folks to do it. It's called subcontracting. Super common in the media space, digital media, and digital marketing. Okay, so great example of offering something higher ticket, like drone. You can offer lead generation services. Lead generation is simply making a quick couple pages and adding building some ads and ads campaigns on Facebook for a local business and pushing those out to the marketplace to capture some leads and send those leads to your customers. We talk about this step-by-step how to do this in the BTPS program. I highly recommend you join. Also, you can offer social media repurposing or social media posting or management for folks. And really, there's tools that exist that connect all their accounts. You post one video, and it pushes to all those other accounts. You can charge $500, $600, $100,000 a month just for that. So there's a lot of options out there, stuff you can do at a high ticket level, but you got to get the customers talking to you first. Figure out what they need, figure out the gap, and fill the gap. That's how you win, and that's how we do it at CloudPano.com. I'll see you inside of the next video. Thanks for being here.